I say it every single week, man. Every single week. I don't know what to do or say, even when I'm typing away on my iPad just to take notes for this show, man. Even my notes are fucking negative. Even my notes, I'm using curse words in my notes while I'm writing about whatever's happening on this show. Had a Patreon reach out to me tonight. His wife, his fiance, got up from watching Monday Night Raw with him to go watch Ring of Honor. He sent me this via DM because even she was disgusted with this show. I got an email from Bed Bath & Beyond. They gave me $25 off a $75 purchase. That was more exciting than anything on this show tonight. You want my God honest truth? There you go. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to once again, it's like, it's wrestling for fucking dummies. It's like podcasting for dummies. I want you all to understand when Roman Reigns is on television, it's because there is a political agenda that WWE wants to get across. You see, pull-apart brawls, like the one we seen tonight with Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley. Pull-apart brawls like we seen tonight are done as a last-ditch effort because creative knows that anything that they have already done with both individuals has been a complete waste of everybody's time. There's no momentum. There's no excitement. The fans are not invested in whatever they have been trying to tell for 4 weeks now, coming out of Money in the Bank. Nothing. There's absolutely nothing that the fans care about when it comes to Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley. On one side of the coin, you have Roman Reigns, who we all know after 4 years is the biggest creative failure in WWE. On the other hand, on the other side of the coin, you got Bobby Lashley. Now, Bobby Lashley comes into the WWE, comes back after 10 years, and nobody gives a flying fuck about Bobby Lashley. The guy is not really credible. I don't give a shit what he did anywhere else. He's not really credible in WWE. The guy has been a creative failure himself. The guy sounds very unintimidating, and I don't give a shit who ats me or who complains. Bobby Lashley and the sound of his voice is not a believable one. Please. My opinion is my own. If you don't agree with me, I really don't give a shit. Pull-apart brawls like the one we seen tonight with both of these men who WWE knows nobody gives a fuck about. They are only done to excite the crowd because, I mean, you look at the town of Boston. I mean, you know, I thought Boston was actually, one of the smarter cities in the United States. Apparently, they are not. Boston is nothing but a bipolar fucking city with shit people with IQs lower than a box of Crayola markers. That's what they are. I know from firsthand experience. But Monday Night Raw tonight in Boston, they got riled up because of a pull-apart brawl. How many pull-apart brawls have we seen in WWE over recent memory? How many have we seen with Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar? What happened there? You know, you go back a couple of months and, you know, the idiots on social media, they tend to forget what happened in the past. You know, WWE wants to fucking play, big bad Brock Lesnar. He doesn't give a shit about the WWE fans. He doesn't give a shit about the men and the women in the locker room. He's only there because he collects a paycheck. Tell me something I don't know. So they have a pull-apart brawl on Monday Night Raw, and Roman Reigns gets eviscerated with Brock Lesnar just putting him on a stretcher, overturning the stretcher, handcuffed him, beat the shit out of him, handcuffed. Yeah, we were all supposed to hate Brock Lesnar in that instance. What happened? What happened? They had a big brawl in the middle of the ring, and the crowd went crazy for the big brawl. Fans, dumb fans at that, love pull-apart brawls. It's not the first. It's not the last. The pull-apart brawl is a last-ditch effort to get fans excited about absolutely nothing. There you go. And then this one wasn't even that good. This one wasn't even that good. Roman Reigns flies over the top rope and takes out the entire Monday Night Raw roster. May I ask you why? Because I certainly asked myself why. May I ask you why he took out the entire Monday Night Raw roster in some fucking febile attempt to just have Michael Cole on commentary? This is how Roman Reigns runs his yard. Yeah, he's got a great landscaper. The grass is trimmed and cut properly every fucking week. He's got the azaleas coming in at season, right? Who cares how he runs his yard? As far as I'm concerned, his yard is full of shit. I don't need any more fucking dick sucking from Roman Reigns. Or for Roman Reigns, rather. Come on now. You got guys like Finn Balor, Bobby Roode. You got the Authors of Pain in there. Do you know how much I fucking hate seeing guys like that, top tier talent, quote unquote, in a pull-apart brawl with guys like Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley? That's all we need to see. Do you know how inferior that makes those individuals? Like, why is AOP out there? AOP is a dominating tag team that's going to run through every tag team on Monday Night Raw, let alone, whatever's been done with them already, which is nothing. They've been treated like shit, like an afterthought on Monday Night Raw. They're there pulling apart Lashley and Roman Reigns, and then in the pile of people that gets jumped on by the flying dog himself, Roman Reigns. May I ask you why? What happened to the Authors of Pain dominating everybody on Monday Night Raw? The men and women, or the men in this case, that should be in that segment are the guys in catering, like a Bo Dallas, a Curtis Axel, a Zack Ryder, which we found out today is still somehow employed with this company, Mike Kanellis, same thing, Apollo Crews, and everybody else that hangs around catering when Titus rings the fucking dinner bell and the fried chicken is ready. Those are the guys that should be in that segment. Not Authors of Pain, not Elias, not Bobby Roode, not Finn Balor, not Baron Corbin. None of them. No, but you got AOP out there. A tag team that's going to be dominating everybody in their division. They're made to look inferior. Weak. No, but nobody gives a shit. Everybody's getting all excited about Roman Reigns, yet they're not questioning why these other guys are out there just looking like fucking C+ players. Maybe you should take better notes, clean your fucking eyes out, clean your ears out, and get with the fucking program. Ridiculous. It's amazing how nobody sees what WWE is doing here. They're trying to sell you something of great importance, or as if it's of great importance, and we've seen this feud for the last 3 weeks. How is this of great importance when all we've seen is Bobby Lashley, or Bob, team with Roman against the Revival for 3 straight weeks? This feud has been nothing but them tagging together and them not cohesively, coming together as a tag team. Yet you want to sell me tonight that there's some fucking inner turmoil with these two, that they hate each other's guts. What the fuck are they fighting for? That's my next question. What are they fighting over? Are they fighting over the last piece of Titus's strawberry cheesecake? What the fuck are they fighting over? There's certainly no fucking title shot on the line. Brock Lesnar's nowhere to be found unless you watch fucking UFC 226, where he's shoving Daniel Cormier, calling him a motherfucker. Lesnar ain't there. What the fuck are they fighting over? There's no title shot on the line. There's no title opportunity. There's no title. They're fighting at an Extreme Rules pay-per-view, aptly named Extreme Rules, and there's nothing extreme about this feud or this match. Someone get me the memo and explain to me why I should care about what's going on here. Yet WWE's trying to sell you this great important angle like they hate each other. They've done nothing to make me believe in what they've done over the last 4 weeks. But hey, at least Zack Ryder got TV time tonight, right? Fucking ridiculous. Now, in defense of everybody here on social media, right? You know, everybody, you know, they look at my Twitter and they just can't wait to comment, oh, JD, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Yeah, let me lose my fucking beautiful Mustang outside because I can't make the fucking car payments. Let me not make any money on a weekly basis. Yeah, let me just stop watching the show. Let me stop watching. You know, I hate when people come to me with that type of reply. It speaks to me as if you have zero IQ. I don't know how a human being on social media could tell that to another human being knowingly, watching him every week see this, do this as his job. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yes, let me stop watching. Yes, I will stop watching after Extreme Rules. Yeah, because that's going to be a great business venture for myself. So, the defense from everybody tonight with this Roman Lashley pull-apart brawl. Oh, it got a reaction. That was the defense from the social media fucking idiots tonight. A, Boston is a town full of fucking bipolar fucks, like I told you already. The IQ of a fucking Crayola markers box. B, just like Lesnar when they tried to sell him as someone who didn't care, they just like chaos. They weren't cheering Reigns or Lashley. What were they chanting when Bobby Lashley was blocking Roman Reigns' doorway in the beginning of the show? Were they chanting, "We don't want this"? Or "Let's go Celtics"? They were not chanting for Roman. They were not chanting for Bobby Lashley. Nobody in that arena was cheering for either man. We don't want this. Let's go Celtics. Clean your ears out, people. Clean your ears out. This is a dead feud with no direction, just to push the Roman initiative and have us miraculously somehow develop sympathy for a creative failure. Okay? There's your lesson tonight. What did we learn tonight? If anything, now you know the reason for a pull-apart brawl on Monday Night Raw. Don't ever say I never taught you anything valuable. I don't care about Alexa Bliss. I don't. I think she's awful. I don't care about Nia Jax. I think she's equally awful. You put these two combustible elements in a match, you're going to get probably one of the worst women's matches of the year. I honestly think Alexa, from where she was when she was first brought up to the main roster, you know, before all this superstardom, which they just announced her again for another table for 3, this time with Lita and Trish Stratus. My God, man. If Alexa Bliss isn't on somebody's good side backstage on Monday Night Raw, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Another table for 3, that would make her second, and they sat her, of everybody on that fucking show, in that division, with Trish and Lita on table for 3. They didn't even give Charlotte Flair that option. What does that tell you, people? I'm going to let you and your imaginations run wild like Hulkamania on that one. Before all this superstardom got to her head, you know, she's awful. She's lazy. She puts in less effort than everybody else, especially in her matches. She puts less effort into her matches than anyone on this show. But I will say this. some positivity here, people. Nia Jax and the rumors of her having heat with Alexa Bliss. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if this is storyline. Apparently they unfollowed each other on social media. Somehow WWE has been angry with Nia Jax because she mentioned something about Alexa Bliss's new tattoo that has, something to do with Alexa overcoming anorexia. Whatever the case may be. They don't like each other. If they legit don't like each other, this could possibly create for a fun atmosphere at Extreme Rules. Alexa Bliss used the kendo stick, or the Singapore cane, if you're an old-timer, the kendo stick on Nia Jax, and, the intensity there was, I would say, fun. Alexa looked like she was swinging for the fucking fences on that one. And then Nia Jax got a hold of the kendo stick, and she broke the kendo stick over her knee in a very angry-like fashion, and she threw the kendo stick at Alexa Bliss, and she showed some great intensity. If these two legit don't like each other, putting them in an Extreme Rules match where they have no rules could certainly be a fun atmosphere on Sunday night. There, you got some positivity out of this Monday Night Raw review. I don't even want to mention him, but I threw him in my notes anyway. Jinder Mahal has been asking everybody to channel their inner peace. If this keeps him from wrestling on this show, I will have my inner peace. Let's keep him that way. He certainly ain't being booked like a former world champion. Let's keep it that way. Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins and comedy do not go well together. I do not want to see comedy skit, Comedy Central, Seth Rollins, okay? He's the King Slayer. His middle name is not Comedy Central. Seth Rollins doing stand-up comedy to Dolph Ziggler in the middle of the ring tonight is not what I want to see 1 week before a 30-minute Iron Man match, which in itself is pushing the limit. We already seen them go 30 minutes on Monday Night Raw. The only thing that you're adding to this match is there's multiple pinfalls instead of having it be one pinfall. An Iron Man match is 60 minutes. And these guys should be getting 60 minutes, but WWE won't do that. My best friend actually mentioned to me tonight, and it's very difficult to disagree with him. He does have a good brain for this sort of fucking terrible television show. He said, I see what WWE's method is every night. They put Seth Rollins in the main event, they give him the match in a night, and then they book the 230 other minutes into the show like complete fucking garbage. Can you blame him? Can you disagree with his fucking formula of Monday Night Raw? Seth Rollins in the match of the night. Let's fucking destroy the 230 minutes of the rest of this show. That's their formula for Monday night. Give Seth Rollins the match of the night. Fuck the rest of the show. Comedy Central Seth Rollins is not what I want to see before an Iron Man match for the Intercontinental title. Who the fuck writes this shit? Seriously. He was in the middle of a ring tonight complaining that he wants the Intercontinental Championship back. But he goes on and on and on talking about Dolph Ziggler, mentioning something about the bleach in Dolph Ziggler's hair seeping into his brain, and then he goes on to Drew McIntyre, where he proceeds to say that Drew McIntyre fucks animals. Notably sheep. Again, I ask, who writes this show? So this is what we want to see and hear on Monday night, 1 week before an Iron Man match at Extreme Rules. I want to hear Seth Rollins telling Drew McIntyre that he sleeps with sheep, or he's doing homosexual acts to sheep on a farm in Scotland. What did that have to do with anything pertaining to the Intercontinental Championship? But Raw was good, though. But Raw was a good show tonight. To the fucking plebeians who just scour social media looking for any negative comment on this show just to fucking get their agenda across. It was a good show tonight. Where we have Rollins telling, I keep calling him fucking Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, that he's sleeping with farm animals. Yeah, great job there, man. Real great job. Rollins and McIntyre tonight. It's an amazing story with Drew McIntyre. He was fired. He was rehired. He went to NXT to become their world champion, brought up to the main roster, and now is in the main event of Monday Night Raw with Seth Rollins. if there's anybody that should be pinning Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, my vote goes to Drew McIntyre if Seth Rollins is not going to be getting that honor. Fuck Roman, fuck Lashley, fuck everybody else on this show. Rollins is my number one, but if you're not going to be doing Rollins, I'm putting my extra vote in for Drew McIntyre. The guy is a great story. The guy is a future Universal Champion. He is a beast. I can't wait to see where he goes from here. Just to see, what he has overcome. And it's just a great story. I actually like the fact, and again, this is probably the one thing that I'm actually invested in on this show with Rollins and McIntyre and Ziggler, just because I enjoy all three's body of work. I really enjoy the fact that they actually put some thought into this. If McIntyre loses in the main event tonight against Seth Rollins, he is barred from ringside at the Extreme Rules Iron Man match for the Intercontinental Championship between Ziggler and Rollins. I actually like that. That is a good selling point for the main event. Now, I don't necessarily want McIntyre there. They will probably have McIntyre there. By the end of the main event, you guys know the result. McIntyre will be there. He beat Seth Rollins with the Claymore kick because of Dolph Ziggler's interference. It threw Rollins off. McIntyre will be there. Now, the way I see it is there's no question that Rollins is going to have some sort of backup. I don't know if it's going to come in the form of Roman Reigns. I can't see it coming in the form of Roman Reigns because Roman's going to be busy with Bob. Could we potentially see the return of Dean Ambrose at Extreme Rules to counter Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler, giving Rollins another reign as Intercontinental Champion? It is very interesting what we have going on here. Rollins is going to be in a 2-on-1 situation in an Iron Man match at Extreme Rules. There is no way that WWE is going to allow him to battle a 2-on-1 situation unless Drew McIntyre gets kicked out mid-match and we get some epic conclusion to the match and Rollins wins the Intercontinental Championship again. I don't know. I really don't know. The one thing that I will say about Rollins is he cannot continue to rack up these losses. I don't think having him lose as often as he had lately, or has as often as he has lately, is doing him any good. I hope WWE knows what they're doing with Rollins because I don't want them to put Rollins in a position where he is going to lose all that momentum that he just bottled up, where he was the fucking hottest thing on the show. He doesn't really seem that way anymore, and I hope that they don't continue down this road. I really don't. So I am worried about that. Let me know if you guys are thinking the same thing that I'm thinking as far as Rollins as well. The Deleter of Worlds versus the B Team has been absolutely fucking worthless. This feud has run its course after the B Team started dressing as Matt and Bray Wyatt respectively. It took 1 week for them to be unfunny. This was dead after 1 week. WWE did the same skit 4 weeks in a row, and on the go-home show tonight, they actually had the skit done in the middle of the ring live to the audience. And it went nowhere. I mean, a funeral was louder than what we heard as a reaction for these guys doing their skit in the ring. And then Bo, dressed as Bray, was talking about some fucking lima beans being in season. I don't know, maybe he was just coming from Titus Catering and they served lima beans with the fucking fried chicken that was at Catering tonight. I don't know. Apparently lima beans are in season. And Bo actually plays a better Bray than Bray plays a Bray. I actually laugh when Bo does it. When Bray does it, I roll my eyes. But the B Team, listen, it was a valiant effort. They got an opportunity, they were given a chance, and they failed to get over. They are nothing more than a B Team. Now we know why WWE gave them the name the B Team. Because they certainly ain't anywhere near A-plus players. This team is dead. The experiment is over. After Extreme Rules, this needs to come to an end, and you need to start putting on tag team matches in the tag team division with some more serious teams for the tag team championship. Enough of this comedy fucking shtick. I don't watch Raw to laugh. I want to watch competitive wrestling. This is not a comedy show. I don't know why WWE thinks they need to appease the fucking plebeians who watch this show. And I don't know why they need to make people laugh. I laugh regardless every week because this show is fucking terrible. Enough. The B team and the experiment is over. Move on. Kurt Hennig is probably rolling in his fucking grave watching his son dress up as Matt Hardy, doing a terrible impression. Fucking Christ. Finn Balor. One of the world's biggest mysteries here. Finn Balor. Why is he smiling? What is he smiling about? Can someone please tell me what he's smiling about? Yeah, I understand you're dating Kathy Kelly. I would be smiling as well. But I don't know what the fuck is going on with his smiling. I mean, if I'm Finn Balor and I walk into work every fucking Monday, you know, I ain't smiling. I'm not smiling. You know? Finn Balor, knowing where his career started, continued in NXT, face of the fucking brand for 240 plus days as NXT champion, a must-see attraction. He was a great in-ring performer. He had the demon in the back pocket. He had everybody wanting to see what he would do next. Now on Monday Night Raw, he's nothing but Smiley Finn, and he's now a walking fucking Aquafresh commercial. That's all Finn Balor is. He's over there smiling. If I'm Finn Balor, I'm laying my head to sleep at night, and I'm fucking dying a little on the inside every fucking night. There's nothing to smile about. You are an utter embarrassment on Monday Night Raw. Now, but continue collecting those paychecks, Mr. Devitt. Yeah, continue to collect those WWE, those hefty WWE paychecks. You know, sometimes integrity and self-respect is worth more than whatever fucking the Satan himself, Vince McMahon, is paying you. You went from being fucking must-see to a walking fucking Colgate ad. Enough. Finn Balor is ruined. There's nothing about Finn Balor that I want to see anymore. In fact, he's very, very, very close to Bobby Roode, treading get off my TV territory. He's not interesting. Nothing he says I give a shit about. His entrance is dead to me. I was all about his theme music when he was first in NXT. I don't give a shit about Finn Balor anymore. That is a damn shame. And I know I'm not the only one who feels this way. Seriously. And to top it all off, he's wrestling Baron Corbin at Extreme Rules in a storyline where Baron Corbin is saying that he is the much larger man of the two. That he's half the man that Baron Corbin is. This is what qualifies as quality television for a wrestling program in 2018. Didn't we just get through with that with Big Cass and Daniel Bryan? Either WWE loves taking from SmackDown Live, or they just have no fucking brain as a creative team. Or Vince McMahon just doesn't give a fuck about his product. Maybe he really is demented and has Alzheimer's. You don't remember what happened 2 months ago. Ridiculous. Elias. I gotta throw this in there. Elias came out tonight, sang a lovely song about how Boston accents are fucking garbage. If Elias truly does have an album coming out, he completely sold me with what he sang tonight in Boston and about it being a trash city with trash people. I would buy an Elias album. Limited edition, fucking vinyl. Take my money. I'm all over it. I'm all over it. What I am not all over is Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin has the potential to be a major player on this show. He does. He's got a potential to be a major player in WWE. Did WWE really have Baron Corbin come out tonight and sing the Itsy Bitsy Spider to Finn Balor? And NBC Universal paid how much billion to sign WWE for another 5 years on the USA Network? The Itsy Bitsy fucking Spider. And then people want to fucking tell me if I don't like it, don't watch. So you're okay with a grown fucking man singing Itsy Bitsy fucking Spider to another grown man who's a fucking walking toothpaste ad? This qualifies as quality television to you in 2018. Either your middle name is fucking loser, mediocre, or you're a complete WWE shill. You cannot have an IQ that low. If I am NBC Universal and I see Baron Corbin, and if I'm at home and I'm sitting in my fucking air-conditioned lavish apartment on 5th Avenue, and I'm flipping the fucking channel, and I see Baron Corbin on my network singing Itsy Bitsy Spider to Finn Balor, I'm calling Vince McMahon the very next day. You either shape up or ship the fuck out. How are you gonna have Baron Corbin singing Itsy Bitsy Spider to another grown man on a professional wrestling show? Because you do realize that wrestling is a sport. You're going to have grown men watching this fucking garbage, and you're going to have these grown men want to take this seriously? Who the fuck is going to take a grown man singing lullabies to another grown man? It wasn't funny. If I am Baron Corbin, yeah, but I'm glad he's lucky. Yeah, he's lucky to be collecting that big WWE paycheck, right? We'll call him out on social media, and he'll post a picture of his fucking $400,000 fucking Corvette. That's all they give a fuck about. If I am being told I have to go out in front of a live audience in Boston, Massachusetts, and sing Itsy Bitsy Spider, I am dying on the inside. I'm taking that long car ride to the next city, and I'm fucking holding my head in shame. If I'm an NBC Universal executive and I'm looking at this shit, I'm calling Vince McMahon up saying, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but you better fix this now, or I'm pulling the fucking contract. That is a fucking embarrassment. How that made television tonight, I swear to God, I don't know what the fuck is going on in that company. Awful, awful television. Sports, competitive sports. You got a grown man singing Itsy Bitsy Spider. You know? Who is watching this at home proudly saying, I am a fan of WWE, or I am a fan of what Monday Night Raw is producing? What grown man is talking about this tomorrow in the office by the water cooler when he's passing a fucking colleague at work? Hey, bro, did you watch Monday Night Raw? Hey, bro, did you see Baron Corbin singing Itsy Bitsy Spider to Finn Balor to Smiley Finn? What sports fan is going to stick with the product on a week-to-week basis and not say, fuck this shit? You know I'm right. You know I'm right. WWE seemingly killed Sasha Banks and Bayley. Dr. Shelby apparently is fired. I don't know what the fuck happened to Dr. Shelby. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Maybe his sessions were a little bit too expensive for both Bayley and Sasha Banks. We didn't get any segments with these women tonight. We didn't see them interact with one another on a live fucking microphone in the ring. Apparently we got a new shrink there, a new therapist there talking to these women, and we didn't hear anything. All you heard was blah, 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 and Michael Cole and the commentary goons talking over what we seen filmed earlier in the day. We didn't hear what they said. And all I seen was, another WWE storyline killed because WWE has no creativity. It's the best you got for Sasha Banks and Bayley. You want to go all the way with fucking Dr. Shelby, and then you want to give me the shit that we seen tonight. Yeah, you got Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax in the fucking ring again coming up. You got Natty and whoever else, Liv Morgan on the fucking show with Ember Moon again. Yet Sasha Banks and Bayley can't find their way into a fucking match on this show outside of the fucking Riot Squad. Good job there, WWE. Great job with the women's de-evolution. This show sucks. Monday Night Raw is getting worse and worse by the week. Itsy Bitsy Spider. I'll show you the fucking Itsy Bitsy Spider, motherfucker. Goddamn embarrassment. I don't know if I'm writing a fucking wrestling show. The Itsy Bitsy Spider's in my script. That spider's gonna be fucking crushed. Dead. You ever see that Family Guy episode where Stewie tried to be nice? He took Brian over to the bush that held the nice spider with his spider web. And Brian went along with it because he wanted to see if Stewie was actually being nice or if he was full of shit, right? So Stewie invites Brian into his room for a cup of tea with Rupert, and then Brian is, here's your spider web. Perfectly destroyed spider web. Done. Fuck out of here. And then Stewie takes a fucking newspaper and smashes Brian over the head with it. I knew you couldn't be nice. 1 week, I want to be nice on Monday Night Raw. I don't see it happening ever. This show sucks. Show started off with the pull-apart brawl. As you guys know, I don't need to get into what we have here. You guys already know. Just go back and listen. If you guys need a just refresher about what the pull-apart brawl means on Monday Night Raw, there you go. Alexa Bliss and Mickie James are watching backstage. Nia Jax and Natalya will be their opponents on this fine evening in Boston. Nia Jax and Natalya win. Jax gets the hot tag. Floors Mickie. Knocks Bliss off the apron. Jax splashes Mickie in the corner. Keeps control. Mickie tries to fight back. Cannot. Jax then scoops Mickie. Presses her high over the head. And drops Mickie. Then runs the ropes and drops a big leg for the pin. After the bell, Bliss immediately runs into the ring with a kendo stick and starts bashing Nia Jax in the back with it. Jax finally catches the third shot, swings at Alexa. Alexa quickly runs out of the ring and retreats with Mickie up the ramp. Jax tosses the stick after breaking it over her knee. And like I said, I think Nia Jax showed some great intensity there. And if it is true that these two women just don't like each other, it could create for a fun atmosphere at Extreme Rules on Sunday night. Now, Nia Jax did cut a promo. It was awful. Everything she says is just awful. She says that that was just a reminder that Bliss will do anything to break her down, but it won't work. Jax says Bliss can't break her, but she can break Bliss. And she is going to make Bliss pay for it all at Extreme Rules. I wish somebody would pay for you to take acting lessons because you are awful. Simple as that. Mojo Rawley continues to be pushed on this show. I don't know. He's got a new theme music. He's got a new attitude. But does anybody care about Mojo fucking Rawley? No. I do not think he's going anywhere as a single star. I've been wrong on multiple occasions, but I just don't see Mojo going anywhere. This is just WWE filling time on a 3-hour show because they got nothing else to fill the spot with. Mojo wins. He beats No Way Jose, who I'm sure is miserable on Monday Night Raw and wishes he was back in NXT competing with real talent on a real show that doesn't insult the fans' intelligence. Jose tries to fight back. Mojo just continues to he just destroyed it. This was a glorified squash match, really. Mojo runs into an elbow and then a knee. Jose comes back with some forearm shots. He's trying to gain some momentum here. Jose with a big clothesline for a 2 count. Jose climbs up to the top rope in the corner, but Mojo ends up getting Alabama slammed. Actually, no. Jose gets Alabama slammed from Mojo for the win. So Mojo caught No Way Jose off the top rope, and he Alabama slammed him for the win here. And Mojo Rawley defeats No Way Jose. Do you care? Of course not. I know you don't. Nobody cares. Rollins was stopped by Jinder Mahal in the back. Mahal tries to show Rollins the error of his ways by channeling his inner peace All I ask of you is, if you want Mahal to challenge your inner peace, change the channel via remote control. That's all you have to do. I spared you. I spared you a lesson from Jinder Mahal. Just change the channel. You will be at peace every single time. Drew McIntyre challenges Seth Rollins to a match. I told you guys about the comedy shtick. Rollins went on and on and on about Ziggler and his accolades. Ziggler says that more than likely he could go up 1-0, 10-0, 100-0 in a Iron Man match because it's multiple pinfalls. Whoever has the most pinfalls at the end of this thing wins. Rollins then said all that bleach over the years that you dyed your hair with seeped into your brain because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Rollins then proceeded to say that Drew McIntyre fucks farm animals, notably sheep, on a farm in Scotland. What this has to do with the Intercontinental Championship, I don't know. Whoever wrote this script should be terminated. But it was okay by Vince McMahon because he loves cheap, fucking unfunny humor. We get a terrible Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley segment that is filled with fucking garbage, yet whoever fucking produced that segment still has a job. I don't know. So the main event was set. It was Rollins versus McIntyre in the main event of Monday Night Raw. Bo Dallas and Matt Hardy one-on-one. Bo Dallas beats Woken Matt Hardy. And this now is consecutive losses for the Deleter of Worlds from the B team. Hardy runs into a boot from Bo on the barrier. They're outside. Hardy catches Dallas for a side effect on the steel steps. Bo blocks it. They return to the ring. Matt hits the side effect. Hardy keeps control. Bray's laughing on the outside. He's probably laughing at everybody else because he gets to take JoJo home. You know, JoJo's fat ass, man. You know, which apparently he's okay from the car accident. I don't know. JoJo might have been sending him some softcore porn, you know, from the other night that they filmed, you know, inconspicuously in their hotel room. I don't fucking know. But he seems to be okay. We get fans chanting, delete. Hardy takes Bo to the apron for a suplex to the floor, but Bo hangs on. Axel then comes in for the distraction. Bray runs from behind, takes care of him, but Dallas takes advantage of that distraction and pins Hardy out of nowhere for another fluke victory. So all these losses for the Deleter of Worlds will only mean that the B team is probably losing at Extreme Rules. In a tag team feud, that is pretty much deleted itself. It is dead. It needs to be obsolete. No fucking question. So we have Kevin Owens, bro, in a porta potty, bro, falling off the stage. Braun Strowman, bro. I don't know how they could book the monster among men, bro, Braun Strowman, like they are, bro. He's the monster in the bank, bro. Braun Strowman, up until this point, bro, did not have an Extreme Rules match, bro. He was not on the card for Extreme Rules in Pittsburgh, PA, bro. So tonight, they give him a match at Extreme Rules with Kevin Owens, bro. In a steel cage, bro. I created the steel cage, bro. Kevin Owens, if I was booking WWE Raw, bro, Kevin Owens would be a main event superstar. But you look at Kevin Owens, bro, and he's the size of a fucking refrigerator, bro. Kevin Owens, Braun Strowman inside a steel cage at Extreme Rules. Does he need to lose this match at Extreme Rules? No. He's been embarrassed for weeks with Braun Strowman. Cars overturned, thrown off the stage in a fucking portable toilet. You know? If anything, Braun Strowman should not win this match. And Kevin Owens should win by the skin of his fucking ass. I'm not saying that he beats Braun Strowman decisively, but I'm saying give Kevin Owens some fucking scraps at the dinner table at Extreme Rules. Braun Strowman is a future world champion. That's why he has the briefcase. We'll talk about that instance, the briefcase, I'm sure, coming after Extreme Rules, because either Braun cashes that fucker in behind everybody's back at the end of whatever the main event is at SummerSlam, or you give me the monster that we all deserve after this fucking playground scenario here with Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, bro. So that's the match made for Extreme Rules. There you go. Ember Moon versus Liv Morgan. You want me to be honest with you? I took notes on the match. I had my head down on my phone the entire fucking time. Ember did not win with the Eclipse. She wins with a bridge, a pinning bridge combination here. And Ember Moon beats Liv Morgan for a second straight week. Elias and Baron Corbin versus Finn Balor and Bobby Roode, who somehow is still employed on Monday Night Raw. You might have forgotten him, but he's there. Worthless as ever, but he's there. Did not really care about this match whatsoever. Elias doesn't have a match at Extreme Rules. Bobby Roode doesn't have a match at Extreme Rules. WWE will probably give us Elias versus Bobby Roode on the pre-show for Extreme Rules. But we do get Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin. And I'm sure you are all just thoroughly excited about that one. You can't wait for that match of the year candidate coming up at Extreme Rules. So Baron Corbin and Elias win here. Elias on the apron, waiting for the tag. Balor pulls Elias off the apron, hits him with a forearm. Corbin goes to ringside and brawls with Balor because of that. Balor stuns Corbin, rolls him into the ring. Balor goes to the top. Corbin crotches him because he was going up for coup de grace. Corbin charges at Roode on the opposite end. He gets sent into the ring post. Roode signals for a glorious DDT. Elias runs in. Roode hits him with a spine buster. Corbin takes advantage of a distraction and nails Roode from behind. Corbin then hits the end of days, and it's over. And it's over. Baron Corbin and Elias win, and they defeat Finn Balor and the unglorious Bobby Roode. Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre in the main event. You know, the crowd really didn't get going in this match until the closing segments. This was, you know, I don't want to say it was a bad main event, because it was not a bad main event. It was just, I think the crowd was completely out of it by this point, because the show has been so awful up until this point. But then the crowd started to come alive, because that's what Seth Rollins does. And Drew McIntyre is a fucking incredible specimen. He's a beast of nature. There was one point in this match where McIntyre was in the Tree of Woe. And Rollins is going up to the top rope. Now, I don't know what he was planning to do, but McIntyre was in the Tree of Woe. I don't know if he was going to do a double stomp off the top rope with McIntyre in that Tree of Woe position, but McIntyre did a sit-up in the Tree of Woe position, and he grabbed Rollins by the waist, and he flung him backwards off the top rope all the time while maintaining that Tree of Woe with his legs tied up on the turnbuckle. If that is not impressive to you, I don't know what the fuck is, man. McIntyre is a beast. McIntyre at this point showing frustration. Drew picks up Rollins on his shoulders, climbs to the second turnbuckle with him. I don't know what he was doing. He may have been looking for some type of Samoan drop off the top rope, or he's going for a white noise off the top rope. I don't know. But Rollins slides out, turns that into a buckle bomb across the ring on the opposite end. Rollins follows up with a super kick. Rollins then goes to the top, but Ziggler on the outside. Now, nothing was said here about Ziggler interfering, but apparently, WWE has logic apps all over Monday Night Raw. That's nothing new. But Ziggler runs at him on the apron. Rollins takes care of Ziggler. Rollins leaps and hits a frog splash on Drew, and Drew kicks out at 2. Rollins drops Drew with the kick and nails Ziggler, again, who tries to come back into the ring with the curb stomp. So he stomps Ziggler. Ziggler rolls out of the ring. Rollins then turns around after he takes care of Ziggler and finally knocks him out. Turns around, eats the Claymore kick from McIntyre, and McIntyre pins Rollins in the middle of the ring. After the match, Rollins is defeated, and McIntyre is carrying Ziggler on his shoulders as he retreats up the ramp. I told you guys, McIntyre is a future world champion. We all know where he's going. It's a great story to see where he is now, man, that he's finally, ascending the heights on Monday Night Raw. Main event on Monday Night Raw with Seth Rollins is a big deal. especially before a go-home show. But McIntyre was fired, rehired, went to TNA, made a name for himself, came back to NXT, got a new WWE deal, a second chance in WWE, became NXT champion, was injured, came back, immediately put him on the main roster, 100%, and now he's main eventing Monday Night Raw with Seth Rollins. That's a big deal, man. And Drew McIntyre is going to be a big deal. The only thing I have to make sure you guys are aware of, and I know some of you might not think it's a big deal. I mentioned this already. Rollins has lost, a lot lately. I wouldn't say a lot, but he's lost compared to what we've seen him do with the Intercontinental Championship. I don't want him, to take everything that he's accumulated with this white-hot run that he's on, and I don't want it to just wither away. He had so much going for him, and I feel right now that some of that is dissipating. Do you guys feel that way? I hope that is not the case. If anything, I would like to see Rollins win the Intercontinental Championship. If he's not going to factor into the Universal Championship picture at SummerSlam or SummerScam, I would have him win the Intercontinental Championship again. I would have him fucking tear that house down at Extreme Rules in Pittsburgh, and I would have him win the Intercontinental Championship again. Again. That's all I do. Maybe have Dean Ambrose come out of fucking hiding, have him be an equalizer to Drew McIntyre, and Rollins wins the Intercontinental Championship, and then maybe we get a heel turn from Dean Ambrose at the end. He helps and solidifies Seth Rollins with another Intercontinental Championship. He sees his friend finally back to where he wanted to be, only to stab him in the back because he didn't pay him any attention and he didn't give a shit about him for the last 9 months. That's the ending I'd like to see. You turn one positive, into an Intercontinental Championship, and then you turn another positive into Dean Ambrose finally turning heel and coming back to the WWE, and we get Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental Championship. That's what I'd like to see. That's what I would like to see for sure. That is your Monday Night Raw review, guys. Thank you so very much. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up. Let me know what you guys are thinking down below. If you guys missed anything that I have done that I have done this weekend, it is all on the channel right now, man. Off the Script was only 2 parts this weekend because there was not a lot of news. I did not cover the Brock Lesnar situation at UFC 226 because what would you want me to say? Nothing happened. We'll talk about it sometime this week. I did not watch the G1 special yet. I will be watching it because I have it on my iPad. I will be watching it. I want to see what everybody's talking about. Apparently Jim Ross got a broken rib. Apparently there was some sick spots with Cody Rhodes and Kenny Omega. Some spots that really shouldn't have been done. But I will watch it. I'm not going to watch the whole event because I really don't give a fuck about whatever else happened. I want to see Juice Robinson take the IWGP United States Championship from Jay White because I think Jay White is fucking boring as white rice. I want to see whatever happened, with Jim Ross there during that match where Josh Barnett got in the ring. I want to see all that shit. I got it on my iPad. I will be watching it at some point, but I do have a busy week ahead of me because I'm going to Pittsburgh on Saturday for my meet and greet for the Live Off the Script that we're doing at Terrace on 5th. If you guys are going to be there, I would greatly appreciate you guys RSVP. Come on out. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Terrace on 5th, 4 to 6. Live Off the Script. Preview predictions. Going to be a small Q&A with Shane Douglas. It's going to be great. Drink specials, food specials. Then we're going to Extreme Rules, and then we'll be right back to the bar after the show is over. After party. It's going to be a good evening, man. So come on and hang out with me. Follow me on Twitter at JDFROMNY206. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on that bell for all notifications. If you guys missed anything on the channel, it is all live up there right now for your entertainment pleasure. And I will see you guys tomorrow with something during the day, and then SmackDown Live review tomorrow. We're getting Nakamura versus AJ Styles again. I don't know why, but we'll discuss that on SmackDown Live review tomorrow night. Thank you guys so very much. Hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you all tomorrow with more content right here on the channel. I'll talk to you guys later.